Kids today have no idea how good they have it. From Fortnite to Dead or Alive 6, all of the biggest games are falling over themselves to get into the Christmas spirit. But that's not how it was when I was growing up. It used to be that you would get an ice level here or there, but your options were limited if you wanted to fully celebrate the holiday. That's why Christmas Night stands out. It was a demo disc released by Sega in 1996 that tossed Elliot, Claris, and of course NiGHTS himself into a snow-covered world filled with holiday cheer. With Christmas only a couple of days away, I thought it might be fun to check out this seasonal treat. So turn back now if you don't want to know what happens next, because today we're going to spoil the story and ending for Christmas Night's Into Dreams on the Sega Saturn. This is Game Over, the early years. The first and probably most important thing you need to know about Christmas Nights is that it isn't a full game. In fact, it wasn't even something you needed to buy. It was created as a fun demo to boost sales for both the Sega Saturn and NiGHTS Into Dreams. This was initially given out in Japan as part of a Christmas bundle. But most people in the United States and Europe ended up snagging a free copy through either picking up issues of Next Generation and Sega Saturn magazine or buying other first-party games. What I love about Christmas Nights is that it doesn't just add a few new holiday-themed levels, but it goes out of its way to tell a brand new story that plays into the childlike innocence that we see from a lot of Christmas tales. Let's go ahead and watch how Sega introduces us to this magical winter wonderland.
The city is covered with Christmas decorations. And people are looking for presents for their loved ones. Among them are Elliot and Claris. They all look rushed. That gentleman, that lady, that old man. Why do they have to walk that fast? In the crowd, they feel something important is missing. The streets look so beautiful. This is the most cheerful time of the year, but it seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important. Walking down the street, they find themselves in the middle of Twin Seeds City, facing the mammoth Twin Seeds Tower. It is decorated beautifully, and the tower appears as one huge Christmas tree. However, they realize what is missing from the Christmas spirit. The one thing nobody seems to notice. There is no shiny star atop the gigantic Christmas tree. Without it, the tree is incomplete.
Alright, as a story, there's not much to hang a Santa hat on, but at least there's something. Elliot and Claris are tasked with finding the missing star and making the tree whole again. And how do they plan on doing that? Well, just like the full game, they aimlessly walk around a weird 3D space for a while and then let NiGHTS do most of the heavy lifting. In case you're not familiar with this franchise, NiGHTS is a first-level nightmarean who was created by the god of nightmare, Wise Man the Wicked. His purpose was to destroy the world of dreams and steal humans' dream energy, but he rebelled against his creator's wishes and has been fighting those evil plans ever since. Of course, none of this backstory comes up in Christmas nights because you basically just fly around a snow-covered level and call it a day. Oh, there's also a boss. Gilwing from the full game also pops up a couple of times with a fun, festive look. Knight smacks him around a few times, and this is what happens next.
With the help of knights, Elliot and Claris found the star, shining in 7 colors. But the entire story was a dream. So, what was that star? They don't talk about the dream they saw. But there is one thing both of them know. Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights. They start feeling cheerful again.
Are you okay?
And now, happiness, like the light of a small candle, starts filling the city once again. Everything is okay now. Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone. Merry Christmas!
And that's Christmas nights. You know, I feel like I should be in the holiday mood right now, but the whole story leaves me a little confused. This is the kind of ending you see in a lot of Christmas movies, where there's no real resolution to the story, so instead they rely on spraying a bunch of sappy holiday cliches in your face and hoping you won't notice. If we're being honest, this usually works since Christmas is so often tied to spending time with your family, being a kid, and a whole lot of nostalgia. In the case of this ending, the star returns when everybody starts laughing at a small child who slips on the ice and smashes into Claris. The good feelings make the city glow, which is when we're told that we should give a star of happiness to the brave children. Give a star of happiness to everybody. What the hell does that even mean? Like I said, this is the trope where everything is fixed with Christmas magic. The setup would have you believe that 2 kids need to go on an adventure to find the star, but that's a lie. They immediately pawn the job off onto this flying dude who used to be evil. And even if you accept that they get the job done and they find the 7-colored star, that's immediately undone when it's revealed that the whole thing was a dream. I mean, sure, okay, you probably saw that coming. But I kinda hate that the whole thing hinges on Elliot falling down and the townspeople suddenly remembering what happiness is. It makes the rest of the game feel inconsequential. Also, don't think I didn't notice that something special is gonna happen when you buy the full game and play around with knights. That's not especially subtle, Sega. But now that you mention it, Nights into Dreams actually does have a surprisingly awesome ending. It's long and weird and full of singing. Who knows, maybe we'll get around to covering that in the new year. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Game Over, the early years. If you liked what you saw here, then you should know that we post new episodes every Monday. Now here's the question I have for you. What game puts you in the mood for the holidays? It doesn't have to be Christmas related, obviously, just something that you connect with the season. Let me see your picks in the comments below. This is going to be a huge week at Defunct Games. We're going to post the final 2 episodes of Electronic Gaming Monthly's Best and Worst, and gear up for a 3-day extravaganza where I answer 160 video game questions. That's a lot of questions. We still have a bunch of great stuff planned for 2019, so I strongly recommend you click that subscribe button and support what we're doing here.